drives me insane. This idea that she can't have her voice. I mean, I just, so men write history, and they seem to rewrite history in the frame of the way that they think about what women or how women should behave or speak. And the thing is, I don't want to conflate this with Harry, because I think he's been very brave in what he's done. He's sort of, he's in some respects, he's been a good man in that sense, in that he's supported his wife Meghan to speak out. And so I don't want to conflate the two, but I think I think they've got the wrong end of the stick here, and they're doing their mum a disservice by almost, they can call out Martin Bashir, fine, but at the same time, that was his mother's voice. And she had every right to make it. And in some respects, it sort of infantilises her, as if she needs this protection from men, sort of however many years later.
But I do think that it's when she was only 3 years older than me when the engagement was announced. I was 15, she was 18. And I remember just thinking, why is the 9 o'clock news talking about her virginity? What's going on here? I was entering young womanhood, and in 1981, 82, and the 9 o'clock news was talking about the virginity of an 18-year-old woman who just got engaged to Prince Charles. Well, I'm sorry, is it the 12th century? What's going on? And I remember finding it bizarre, just bizarre. And I think the sad thing about Diana, one of the sad things about Diana's story, and we shouldn't take away from the fact that there were many happy and very powerful and impressive things about her story as well. But one of the sad things about it seems to me, is that she was captured almost in that moment of engagement to Prince Charles at a time where the medieval elements of monarchy and royalty were due to be got rid of completely, but they hadn't been yet. She was an opportunity for a modern monarchy, but she was still shackled by the medieval question of, is she a virgin? Has she had any lovers? It begged belief. And when you compare it to William and Kate's relationship and how it was given time to be a grown, modern, true relationship, as far as we can see, but it was given time before all the pressures were loaded onto them. The difference is night and day, isn't it?
Yeah, it's outrageous. I was a nanny in London at the same time that she was, and I was identifying her as a young woman, the same age as her, just about the same age as her, thinking, wow, here's a woman who's been doing the same job as me. Here's a woman who's, I can be interested in and learn about. And it was all just so pervy and horrible.
Because even though she was, pervy is the right word for it, but even though she was from a very aristocratic, wealthy family, already mixing for centuries in royal circles and all the rest of it, you're right, she had a normality about her that we hadn't seen before, didn't she?
Yeah. And then she spoke to lots of the things that I was interested in through, in my 20s, all the stuff that she did around landmines and calling out the establishment, the wider establishment. And I really respected her for that. And so therefore, to hear now that somehow she was this person who didn't have her own mind and wasn't able to speak, and that she had this platform to do it. And as you'd said, plenty more before that. Let's not conflate a dodgy interviewer, if that's what they've said. Let's not conflate that with what she was saying. It's almost like what she said doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, and while it's still easy to watch, I would rewatch it if people think it should be not available, because there isn't a great deal in it that wasn't what she'd experienced. So why shouldn't she say it? Lorraine, thank you.